It's just better. The Wahl Vision 180 Beard and Mustache Trimmer. It's the science of style.
Wahl's products are available at these fine retailers.
In this half hour, Weather Center AM with the national forecast, then TravelWise, the weekend outlook, and Stormwatch with the tropical update. Right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Rain is putting a damper on your Thanksgiving holiday in New York City. The rain began there first thing this morning, and it will continue through early this afternoon. Good morning and happy holiday. I'm Cheryl Lemke. Welcome to this edition of Weather Center, sponsored by Betty Crocker Desserts.
And I'm Will Annan. Much of the country is going to be enjoying some wonderful weather for the upcoming day today, but New York City and the rest of the Northeast aren't going to be quite as lucky today. Also today, you're not going to be quite as lucky either in Seattle, Washington. You're seeing rainfall there already this morning. Denver, however, is going to be sunny and very mild. Minneapolis will be partly cloudy and also mild for the Midwest. Meanwhile, rain is moving back into Boston. It could become heavier this afternoon. With all the details, let's go to Cheryl.
Well, the holiday is definitely getting off to a very wet start across the Northeast. I know a lot of cities are hosting some big Thanksgiving Day parades today. A big one, of course, in New York City, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But we have another big parade, too, in Philadelphia this morning. And definitely, if you're heading out to those parade routes, you will certainly need the rain ponchos and the umbrellas this morning. We have a rather complex area of low pressure that's going to be working its way off the coast for today, a little mini coastal storm system. And with that, we'll have a good deal of rain to deal with for a good part of the afternoon, but also, too, some stiff winds. And at least out ahead of our storm system, we've got a strong south and southeasterly flow, but then immediately behind our storm system, we watch the winds shifting around to the west and the northwest. And right now, it's pretty blustery around Baltimore. Stiff westerly winds, at times gusting over 36 miles an hour. As we were mentioning, a very wet start to your holiday, too, because we watched the rain spreading in from Syracuse and Utica back over towards Elmira. More rain, too, around the Hudson Valley. And the rain southward towards New York City. So again, holiday travelers really having a tough go across the Northeast as the rain continues to come down. And I'll tell you what, it's been raining at a fairly good clip around the Big Apple. Moderate rain right now, and moderate rain stretching all across Long Island over towards Montauk Point. Luckily, though, we do see somewhat of a drying trend taking place over western and central sections of Pennsylvania. That's kind of a hint of things to come, because a large part of the rain that we're seeing will be a morning event, and then some improvements taking place early this afternoon from D.C. even up towards New York City. The rain should be tapering off by early this afternoon. But the rain will start to pick up in intensity around Boston. You'll be in for some heavier soaking downpours later today, some stiff winds too, and the heavy rain gradually shifting northward towards down East Maine. One bit of good news, though, we've had some rather mild temperatures throughout the Northeast, so You'll need a jacket or a sweater this morning, but again, not too bad compared to how cold it could be for November. Right now it's 47 for Boston, 53 for New York City, and 52 for Washington, D.C. A rather mild start to your day, too, across the nation's midsection with some 30s and 40s, so not too shabby. Currently 45 degrees for Chicago. And a very quiet day, too, across the nation's midsection as we watch a big ridge of high pressure building in across the plains and the Mississippi Valley. And with high pressure in place, that will help to scour out the clouds. A delightful day if you're visiting some family or friends later this afternoon, maybe heading off to grandmother's house for Thanksgiving dinner. Looks great for Chicago with highs near 55 degrees, and also double nickels for Minneapolis, and mostly sunny skies for Kansas City with 68 degrees later today. Now let's check out the weather across the rest of the nation. Here's Will.
Thanks a lot, Cheryl. Your weather once again isn't very pleasant this morning in the Pacific Northwest. Rain continues to soak parts of the region at the present time. And in Portland, Oregon, continued rain on saturated ground led to this mudslide overnight in the southwestern part of the city. The slide buried cars and damaged homes. It also broke a gas main and forced officials to evacuate a 2-block area while they repaired the pipe. On and off again showers will continue through Portland, Oregon for the upcoming day today. Let's try the satellite picture because we're going to show you the rapidly deepening trough low pressure off the west coast right now. You can see the trough right in through here. Now the next big storm is not this moisture right in here. This is going to swing on through and off to the northeast today, bring back those showers to northwestern California, Washington, and Oregon. The next big storm is now beginning to brew out towards the west. This one's going to take more of a southern track. So for central and southern California, a better chance of rainfall developing tomorrow and tomorrow night. And some of that rainfall will be locally heavy from the Bay Area on down towards the south. This is the current situation right now. One front's beginning to move on through. There is a trough low pressure, colder air aloft, which is now beginning to swing eastward too, across the southern Gulf of Alaska towards the Pacific Northwest. We think that could produce a couple of thunder showers this afternoon from Seattle and Portland all the way down towards Arcata, California. Officially right now we do have some gale warnings in effect. You saw those tightly packed isobars, a lot of wind. So right now from Point Reyes, California up towards Point St. George, we do have gale warnings in effect at the present time. Heavy surf just about the entire west coast right now, all the way down to Santa Cruz Island in southern California. But the rainfall again, heaviest at times throughout the northwest, again along Interstate 5. We talk about Seattle and Portland down towards Medford, down towards Arcata, California. The rain has been locally heavy so far during the morning hours, and flood watches remain in effect right now for the northwestern corner of California until later on this evening. Snowfall levels are going to begin to fall off to about 3,000 feet during the next 24 hours, and you can see the heaviest amounts of snow. Rain is